Hi guys. I am Julie. Welcome to the channel Bollywood King. I usually react to Shah Rukh Khan videos on this channel. You can write in the comments section if there is any particular video you want to watch with me. Today I will react to the Shah Rukh Khan's interview about Don 2, children, Dilip Kumar etc. I hope you will enjoy the video. Let's start.
And with me is the man who always gives me fever and a lot of other women fever as well, Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh, thank you so much for joining us on this very, very special
Thank you for having me.
And the reason you're giving us a very high temperature these days is obviously because you're leaner, you're meaner, and you're sexier. And you've got better lines also.
Yeah, I got better. Like I got all the best pickup lines that girls like in Bad Boys.
Come on, try some of them on me. Okay, not on me maybe, but on anyone. Pretend Priyanka Chopra, your jungly Billy, was sitting here.
No, I'll try it on any girl.
Priyanka's not going to be feeling very special after this.
I can try on any girls actually. Yeah. Actually, whenever any girl meets him, even in the last video we were doing, so there's this girl who's frisking me, and I start leching at her.
Oh, you start feeling frisky.
I don't feel frisky. I like girls to frisk me, darling.
Oh, I see.
Don doesn't do anything. Don just stands and remains cool because he can't waste energy on things like this.
Oh, on the frivolous things like women and stuff.
He needs to retain it for, like, he's genuinely a bad guy. And I think there is this woefully wrong attraction women have towards bad guys. He's really bad. I was seeing it last night and I thought, oh, and I met all the girls there, like there were these, all the ADs and all who worked on the film. And we'd done the film together. I was just telling my friends Karan and all downstairs also. I was like, they were all getting like, ooh, he's so cool, and I'm just being mean, so I enjoy that. I'm not like that personally, so I vent my
That is such a lie. No, and obviously, like, women find you very attractive. We all know this.
Okay, don't make me blush and all, don't say that because it's...
You're used to this, come on. But also you're very sharply dressed. You said that you're the most stylish also that you've ever been really and on to. And like you said, you can't afford to fritter away your energy on all these frivolous things. So you don't dance also. You're too cool for all these things, right?
Yeah, he's too cool to dance. He's too cool to, run after girls. They have to do all the work. And yeah, very naturally dressed. I think Jaimal and actually Farhan and Zoya, this whole team of Excel, they're very cool about the way a person looks. And they have a little ahead of their time kind of looks to things. And so when we did the long hair and grew the beard and I was like, I didn't know. I'm normally never questioning that. I never work on looks and stuff. I tell the director, what do you see me as? And they tell me. Normally they'll say, no, just look nice and show your dimples.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but
it's easy.
It's easy. Yeah. Just keep it like that and you look nice and just put on some weight. Yes, she always tells me, to just थोड़ा सा weight put on कर ले और सुंदर लग shave करके आ जा. So I did like that Farhan said, have you ever had long hair? I said, no, I've never had long hair. So I said, okay, grow them long and just go really scruffy.
I also like this look of him very much. With a beard, long hair, etc. But I think he is handsome anyway.
And mean, and we just give you a vest and be very thin and very snake sexy like.
I actually think it's like a panther almost, rather than a snake. You have this kind of like a feline appeal from what I've seen.
Actually, because I play him a little androgynous in the way he walks, because he's a tough guy. Tough guys normally walk with their chests out. But I don't do that. What I've done is I'm giving him actually a ramp walk. I've seen girls walk with their feet in front.
Literally a catwalk.
Yeah, really like a catwalk actually. And then I play him like that, while on the top he's got really mean expressions. So I like that. I enjoy that. And you're right, it has the feline quality of landing up, the way he moves next to somebody, looks at them. Yeah, I do play it a little like an animal.
Because, reptilian is perhaps not as attractive, but feline can be very attractive. A feline, has that.
It could be that. Plus also, I like, when I was younger, and not even younger, when my kids were born, I really liked watching Jungle Book because of Kaa. I like the way the snake kind of just comes in. And I normally, given the parameters of the commercial cinema that I do, I normally like to base my characters on readings I've done and kind of give them a physicality and, a manifestation. Okay, so I'll be like Kaa. I don't know how it'll be. I'm not moving like that, but I just keep in my mind when I'm doing the scenes, and I do it very organically, the way I play characters, because it has to be like that in a commercial film, because you have to play the hero type.
Absolutely.
And then try to bring in trappings of some kind of a character into it.
The thing is, obviously, we're so used to you playing a good guy also, and for us it's very difficult to see you in whatever role as completely through and through bad. So do you feel that Don has any redeeming quality whatsoever in him? Is there any redeeming quality that you feel?
First I just like to tell you, I'm two people. Because in my personal life, I grew up too soon. I lost my parents, I came here, And then I think I missed out on youth, you know, in terms of doing all the regular youthful things like just being careless, irresponsible. I became responsible too fast.
Yeah.
And so there is this, like my family knows, my friends know, there is this side of me which is really childlike and naughty in a strange way, bordering on the mean with the sense of humor sometimes. Yeah, and there is an impish quality to it, and they know that. And actually my friends call me SRK1 and SRK2 because I have both these qualities. So on one front I'll be like really nice and courteous and cordial, and I have this really strange, weird, sensual, mean side to me. Yeah. So I'm very happy that I'm able to give vent to it through something like Don. And the question that you asked, no, he has not even one redeeming quality. And that's what I like about it. Because somebody has to do the bad also. I mean, you can't just be good guys. And when Farhan wrote the film and he called me, and 3.5 years ago, and he said, you know, I've cracked it. He said, you finished it? He said, no, but I've got the dialogue that just sets it right. All our films, it's always, "Maa itni achhi hoti hai." We all love our mothers. So even if they are evil, we love them. And Don does that, you know, he says, "Aap meri maa ko nahi jante." I think that kind of sets it that he has no moral values, code of conduct, nothing. Whatever works, he's mean, he's, like I said, lean, he's sexy, and he's smarter, he's sharper, and he wants to survive. And he's like that.
Makes no apologies for it.
Not at all. I mean, you know, there are a couple of scenes in the film which are shockingly mean, and you enjoy them. It's very strange. Like I was watching it yesterday, I said, and you know, I thought, you know, this is a little mean, and even Farhan thought that. But there are portions with Roma when he's kind of professing his love or saying something nice, and some of the people said, "Oh God, you know, you're so mean about it. You're talking to a girl like this." And it's quite cool. And I really believe somebody has to run the bad job also.
Of course.
So this is one of those ones.
I think it's interesting that you said that, you know, you have a very childlike side to you because you seem so comfortable also with your kids. And, you know, I overheard you saying also that this has actually made you like a lot cooler in their eyes also because of some of the kind of stunts that you've been doing and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about it. It's tough to impress your kids from what I've heard.
I've always wanted to impress kids with my acting. Not mine alone, but when I was being taught theatre and acting, the only thing I remembered from those days, apart from, you know, all the books I've read about acting, and I kind of try to study how it should be done, you know, earlier on, but the only thing I remembered was, if you can hold the attention of children while you're acting, it's like telling them a great story and they don't fall asleep, or they do fall asleep peacefully because they like the story. So I always act like that, and it's very strange. The most mature of roles, like say Swades or Chak De, Kabir Khan, I am only playing it for the kids. And these ones are overtly like that, you know, especially for the boy. So Aryan is like, you know, he obviously likes her. He'll look at a video and say, "I like the way you kicked him up. Yeah, it was nice, went really high." And let alone all the characterization, I like this. So I find that really a happy space to be in. He hasn't seen it. The daughter's
he hasn't? Okay.
No, he had exams. But the daughter likes whatever I do. So that's nice, yeah. So that's it.
Girls are the best like that.
Girls are best. She likes whatever I do. She liked it. And it's not her kind of film.
Yeah.
And she says, "Yes, Papa, it's very nice." So I said, "Look nice." Open the beard, you look very mean but nice. So that's it.
Little girls hate the beard.
She hates my beard. She hates my beard. Like I have to grow it again for this few days. And she's like, "Papa, don't grow it." But the boy seemed to like I showed him the new video and all. And he's like, "I'm liking how you're looking, and it's really cool how you have this beard and all." So I'm happy that I'm able to at least get 2 kids on my side. Hopefully when the time the film comes, there'll be more kids, or childlike quality that I have playing the roles will appeal to youngsters also.
Absolutely, I'm sure it will, because you have a huge fan base obviously amongst children as well. And this brings me to a question which is a little out of left field, so to speak. You know, obviously you get along well with children so much, and the thing is, you know, like, I mean, there's been so much of baby fever really happening in Bollywood. Does that make you feel broody sometimes? Like, I wish I had one more child to impress.
Oh, I wanted to have 6 or 8 or 10, you know, and the more the merrier. I love
football
kids.
team.
Oh yeah. Football, cricket team. I would love to have kids. I love kids. It's a strange thing, you know. Initially when I said that, people, I mean, you know, it's perhaps, I don't say it the right way, but like my whole day when I'm off, not only with my kids, my holidays, and people don't believe this about me, I call all my friends, whoever they are, wherever they are, and I'll say, "Leave your children with me." And I look after the girls and the boys. I'll do the girly things also with them, though I try to make more football sense to them. But I love spending my time with kids. I mean, even now, if I'm overworked, tired, disturbed, happy, all I need to do is just hold hands on my kids and go to sleep. And I really like the company of kids. Like I was just coming here, before I came, I was an hour late. And it wasn't because I had some very important work. I walked into my son's room and exams are over today, so they're all playing games. And I just want to sit down with those boys. They're rowdy, they're dirty, they're sweaty, and the socks are smelling. And all of them are sitting there, and I said, guys, want to eat something? And I like kids a lot. I'm really fond of kids, and I feel so happy when I hear Aishwarya's had a baby, and Shilpa's on her way, mashallah. And Amir's had one. And yeah, so it's really nice. I think children are the most beautiful thing. I really like kids. Apart from my kids also, if there are 20 kids, I can sit down 6 hours with them. I go for all my holidays. I only spend with the kids. And you know, I like planning things for them, treasure hunts and games, and I want to be not play with them in terms of, oh, you will win. No, I want them to learn that this is a tough competition. Like the other day when I was wanting to take my daughter out for cycling, which turned out to be a big other thing. But I really like being with the kids. I like, even now when I go home, sometimes I'm so tired I wake up my kids at 2. So I'm a bad father that way. I say, get up and be with me. Please
Play
be with me. Yeah, play with me, play with me. So they're my best toys.
You also seem to like spending time with the older generation as well. And so we just saw you at Dilip Kumar's birthday. You know, he seems to be very special to you. Also, I remember in an interview earlier, you said that you love the way he makes other people feel. You know, he makes you feel so special.
You know, I've known him since childhood, his family, because I think we all belong to Peshawar. So my father knew him very well. And I met him when I was a kid. Of course, he won't remember that. I've never reminded him of that. When Sara ji met me first time here, and I kind of told her that, you know, I've known my dad was so-and-so and all, and she always ruffles my hair. Always. She spoils them. And she says, I like to do this because I do it to Dilip sir. And she says, you are the son we never had. And they very genuinely, like that night also when I went there, so Sara ji was a little formal that I was shooting, so I got a little late. So, Saab, Shahrukh hai and all, she was saying, she was being a little formal. And he said, apna hai na. I had to okay, better na. When I told him I want to go, I thought 10-15 minutes I'll hang around and I'll leave because whatever, it's late. So he says, nahi, kahan jaoge? Bas baitho. So I just kept sitting and you know, I kept staring at him and listening to songs and dance with Saira ji. And you know, my mother, when I was young, she used to think I looked like Dilip Saab. And then I looked at his face very close, and I saw his shining skin, and I saw his beautiful deep eyes. Deep eyes he's got. And you know,
that's a compliment, really.
It's fantastic, beautiful eyes. And I looked at him and I said, only mother can think I look like Dilip Saab. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful and so gentle. And then I've seen his acting because of my father, and you know, there's such a. It's really nice to be in that space. I love, like, Dharamji, Amitji, and you know, so I unfortunately missed out on the opportunities of enough going and meeting Shami Saab or Dev Saab. But Yash ji was there. So it's really nice to sit down and listen to them. They're so educated.
Absolutely, they're icons. I mean,
and their depth, you know, the language they speak, the thought they have,
also.
And the humility. Like Rajni sir, I'm meeting, and you know, you meet him and you feel you're meeting a newcomer who's actually. He's looking at me and he's telling me such sweet things about me that you know how impressed he's by me, and it's genuine. He doesn't need to do this. So you learn all that from them. I get to imbibe so much just being in that air, and I find it much deeper than the company of my own age group. To be really honest, boys or girls, and I really appreciate it.
And talking about Amitji, obviously, I mean, you know, there were obviously the inevitable comparisons initially, but really how difficult has it been to take something which is so iconic and put your own stamp on it? And we feel that with Don too, you're taking it to another level. You know, you've just shed all those inhibitions and you're just going to have fun with this. Are we right in thinking that?
Yeah, I've had so much fun. I mean, I don't want to in any which way deride other films that I'm doing or I have done. But this is the most fun I've had making a film, Don 2. And when we did Don, it is an iconic film. Huge amount of tribute and respect to Amitji and Mr. Barrott and Zeenat Aman and everyone. But it was something we'd grown up watching, and we were like, how often do you get a chance? See, Devdas, I had not grown up watching when I just heard of it. So it was like, okay, you know, let's just do it and see. It was somewhere different.
Yes.
And I thought a lot of people won't remember it from that time. But Don is now. And, you know, and Amitji is ever present.
Of course.
To be able to take that, and we were like, I think throughout we were, of course, we were young. So we are stupid enough to say we do it. So we all did it. But, you know, to take that on and then finish it. And also be appreciated for the last 5 minutes which were our own. You know, the bad guy wins. Vijay does not win. So I think it's very encouraging. And when Farhan wrote this one, I think he just had a ball. I think Farhan writes like Don. I speak like Don, he writes like Don. And we just feel it. And what is the beauty about this film is that everyone in the film, Boman, Omji, Priyanka, Lara, Nawab, Kunal, you know, when I'm behaving like Don in scenes with them, Ali,
They believe it as well.
no, they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's very seldom that happens.
Yeah.
That, you know, you start
Yeah.
enjoying some other character.
Yeah.
And he's actually, you know, I'm getting angry with them. And they're like, oh, dude, that was really good. That was very nice. And there's the lines, it's the atmosphere. And when I saw the film also, it really is quite mesmerizing as far as the way Farhan has done the lines and everything. So it's great fun. I hope people like it because it's the film is a little different. I write it differently cool on my Twitter, that it is differently cool. So I hope people like it because it's a different kind of film. And the youngsters, I think, will really enjoy it.
I'm sure
And if you get on with the process or without any moral high ground, that, yeah, I like Don. It's okay to like a bad guy.
It's
I think
okay
that
to
is-
like a bad
so
guy,
it's okay to like-
absolutely.
And, if it, and let me be honest, if it's me as a bad guy, then it's really okay to like him.
Thank you so much for your time, Shahrukh.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. It is okay to like the bad guy, especially if he is played by Shah Rukh Khan. I love the interview. I like his passion for playing bad guy. I like how passionately he speaks about Don. And he said that he had played all of his roles, even the most serious ones for kids. This is so interesting. And of course, I used to love the love between him and Dilip Kumar and his wife. He was like a son to them and it is very heartwarming. Hope you also enjoyed the interview. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you.